nigga, man. Call that blood, nigga. You fuck call that blood.
What's up, y'all? It's Quay Valley, and today I'm gonna be here with
G-Amarj.
Alright, so today we're gonna be asking you some questions to see who you are and the type of future that you could bring for anybody else. So my first question is gonna be, where are you from?
I'm from Puerto Rico, Aguadilla. Where I've been here for a long time. I'm here in Florida.
And do you feel like you could stay in Florida for the rest of your life?
I don't want to, but I think the best move to make my name something big, the best move would be to move from Florida. I don't think there's really nothing out here like that.
And what is something that a lot of people may not know about you?
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Okay, I never heard that before.
Yeah, I like to do some crazy shit. Like skateboarding, type shit. Like basketball's pretty nutty. I just picked that up.
Good. Do you have any hobbies? Like instrument playing?
I play guitar.
Guitar?
I play piano. Anything with strings that's my shit.
So do you make your own beats?
The majority of the time the beats are mine. If it's not my beat, I'll give them credit. But I make my own beats, including my own samples. So I don't really use loops from other people either.
That's good though, because a lot of people just depend on other people and they're not really independent when it comes to stuff like that. What kind of flow do you think that you could bring that's different from other artists nowadays?
Like a mid. I wouldn't know how to explain it. 'Cause I feel like my flow is like kind of unheard, so I wouldn't know what it would do. Like in reality, like I feel like a lot of the times artists get compared to other artists in the beginning, like real quick. But that's just because a certain type of feeling was brought from that artist and it made you feel that way. But I feel like eventually I'll be able to build my own type of sound where. All right, long story short, I don't know how I'd answer that question because I don't know what it was capable of doing. I feel like my flow is like nobody else's, and that's not to be cocky or like all about me
so
type
would you
shit.
say it's more of like a unique type of flow?
Yeah, I feel like it has its own like build.
It's own build.
And I feel like it's young still too. Like I feel like I got a new type of vibe that could maybe make it.
For sure. If you had one day to live, what would you do on that last day?
Spend it with my family.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you go anywhere? Like, let's say you had a...
We gonna die. I'm staying home all day. We're gonna just cook. I don't know, say sorry. I'm not even gonna risk it.
Jump a cliff or go
God is real. No. God
Not a
is
cliff,
real.
but
The Lord is real.
Skydive or go out.
No.
Go travel with your family.
No.
Stay at home, do a nice little barbecue.
Yeah, cause I feel like you don't know what's after life. If it's the last day on earth, the best thing to do would be repent. I'm sorry. Mama ain't raised no fool. In my opinion, God is what's making this happen. Like I'm honored because I feel like it looped its way back around me. The music. Like I feel like I lost myself for a while because I lost some friends in the music game. Not artists, just people that were close to me while I was doing this. And some of them heard my songs and nobody else ever got to hear. And I was like completely ignored. It was like a dead silence. Like if I was just getting dusty on a shelf. Like seriously, nobody was paying attention. And then randomly, like 3 years before, people were asking me about it. And it felt like if I don't do it this time, I'll never be able to do it. It's like my last chance. Because I'm only getting older. Like, you know what I mean?
What's a life lesson that you learned the hard way?
Damn, still is hard. I got you.
Because you're only getting older, right? So every time that you get older, you learn something new or you learn something that you never...
I got you. I like to treat people like they're dead. I talk to them like they're dead. So that way I ain't got to say the shit I didn't want to say at their tomb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a funeral, I don't want to have no missed words. I just want to miss you. I don't want to have no, I wish I didn't do it like this. I'd rather treat them like they're gone right now. Like, so I ain't got to take them for granted. Because people go, like, done. Like, people leave. People come and go. Then you're left alone type shit, you know what I mean? So.
Exactly. Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah, I see. I'm a little choppy out, but yeah.
Would you ever like make Spanish music?
I actually have a Spanish song.
Really? What is it called?
It's called "License to Leave."
License to Leave. That's dope.
Yeah.
What made you come up with that name?
It's like the right to leave my situation. Like it's about a guy that his girl leaves him, but takes everything from the room. Like takes everything in the house, even the dumb shit, like his PlayStation type shit. Like it was a song that I wanted to do that was still with the English type of style, but like, cause you know that the reggaetoneros, they take the music from America and then they put it with a Latin type of flow, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to use a English type of flow, mix it with a Latin in the reverse flow, like, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like with the words over the American feel. It was like he just basically goes crazy and why she took everything. And the song's made by me completely. Like even the bongos were from my cousin, my uncle Nathan. He plays drums on it. His name's Nathan Caraballo. The nigga's nasty. Like seriously, at Nathan Caraballo, the nigga's nasty, right? He was even playing the bongos and the percussion and the beat, but the beat's me on the guitar and everything, every synth. There's no loop that can be found from that beat. That's all mine. And this is a crazy song.
No, that's pretty dope. That's dope. So what do you love the most when it comes to making music?
I like the leads. Other things that na, 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 like the lead sound, like that shit does like the main, like the hot, like a piccolo. That's the instrument, or a flute type shit. That's that shit. That's what makes the crowd, like, you can literally build everything around that one thing. Because a lot of people think that the drums is the most important part. It's really the melody. Everybody's always going to feel like they want to hear something new.
Exactly. And I feel like, even on the note of that, when it comes to melody, that's something that you can't change. Even if, like, you know, you don't even have the song playing, you can at least have that same melody and keep it going. And you can do it without the drums.
That's true.
How do you feel when you step into the booth?
A lot of the times, like, I'm going to be here for a minute. A lot of the times when I get into the booth, it might not be a booth. It could be a car with mad moving sheets around it. Sometimes it might be outside and I'm doing my best to control the gate settings to where it doesn't peak. Or like, it might be in a bathroom type shit, but whenever I get into the booth, I know I'm going to be there for a long time. And apart from the good quality I can generate without having a booth, I sometimes feel like my surroundings makes me less inspired to make the music. That's why it comes out so like even when I talk, like I'm just so dramatic. Like everything's so meaningful
So
every
you're
minute.
saying, like, it doesn't matter where the setting is, like,
No.
or it does matter?
No, I'm saying that. It doesn't matter the setting. My bad. I'm saying you're right. It doesn't matter the setting.
Okay. Do you have any features coming soon?
Honestly, no. I don't. I want to do something. I want to do like something like Dolo and express it in a way that feels like there's multiple people. That I feel like I have a multiple variety that I want to show. Like, I don't know. I want it to be basically revolving around what I can do for the movement. Like, because it's not about me. And I feel like a lot of artists always want to show their music to credit themselves, but really, they should credit the way it makes you feel. Like, just because I speak on something that somebody else feels, I shouldn't be glorified for it. Really, that's the elephant in the room. Like, you know what I mean? Like we was talking, like that's the shit that needs to be addressed that people are too scared to bring up. Like how nervous I am to get questioned for some of my music. Because I know how deep the music can get. That shit is deep sometimes. It'd be like, oh my god, that's dramatic. Because it really gets deeper than the shell. The shell is the opinions of others. And once you get past what they have to say, because you don't care about it. Yeah, because being careless of what anybody has to say, period, is like the key. Like that's like the number one thing. Like,
I feel like that's such a big barrier to think about, because it's like you constantly are like, oh, what does this person think? What does this person think? If you're not okay with it to begin with, then I don't know.
It's so
like,
weird.
You have to be able to like fuck with it before anybody else fucks with it.
Yeah, like it's gotta be loved by you
yeah,
first.
Like you have to be able to love it before you can go out and expect to get loved back. Definitely.